Flash 906, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly airs next week, March 15th. And then we're off for a week. But the promo release for 906. And I'm going to be breaking it down, talking about it. Which, it's just going to be like a promo breakdown because there's not much to talk about. So Barry and Iris are dealing with Iris being pregnant. In the promo, it says that Barry is not running Iris around at super speed can affect the baby, which, is accurate. It was a problem in season 4. Once Cecile is pregnant, Barry can't run her to the hospital because it could affect the baby. With those speeds, it could probably even kill the baby. So it wouldn't be the best idea. Mark and Khione are working on her powers because clearly she has them. So I'm glad we're finally doing that. I just, at least it's not during 904, 905, like 902 was, because that was ridiculous. But at least it's in its own episode, and we don't have to worry about, main story plot being ruined here. And Cecile's having her own story with Allegra. I'm pretty sure you could see Becky Sharp in this promo. It's hard to tell, but that kiss and don't tell line in the promo, there's a scene there with two people. I could have sworn it looks like Becky Sharp. It's really, really hard to tell. At first I thought it was Mark and Khione, but I was like, no. And then it does kind of look like Becky Sharp. So, which we do know she will be in this episode, from what it sounds like. Unless this is a flashback thing, but in the episode description, it says Cecile takes on a case with Allegra's help involving a string of unfortunate and highly unexpected events. So I think that's just straight up mentioning Becky Sharp, especially since the episode's literally called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I think it's fair to say Becky Sharp will 100% be in this episode. Now, again, we have a week off after 906. We come back with 907. We don't have an episode description for 907 yet. But remember, 907, 908, and 909, 909 is going to be a big episode. And then 910 starts that graphic novel for Cobalt Blue, the last ever novel of the season. We do have, I think it's 2 or 3 more breaks after this one. My guess is we have a break after 908 and a break after probably 910. That would be my best bet. Or they do that 2 to 3 week break after 909. I can't imagine Eric Wallace taking a break after 909. Before. Oh, I guess you go 909, 910 through 913. Yeah, that could... I don't know. It'd be interesting because I think Eric Wallace knows that 909 will be a very good episode for everyone. Unless people really nitpick it. Which, they were nitpicking the Red Death story arc, so I wouldn't really be surprised. But it's going to be an interesting few weeks. 907 and 908, we have no idea what's going to be happening. We don't know anything. I think it's fair to say that Nia Null will be in probably 907 with Iris. That will be an Iris-centric episode, which I think it'll be good only because 909 needs to be Barry-centric and not West Allen-centric. So I think 907 and 908, whatever the hell it is, can be heavily focused on Iris and Nia, and then 909 just focus on Barry. Iris can be in 2 scenes and that's it. I've been saying that for months. But I think that's the best way it could go. Now, I brought this in my review last night, but there's still a scene from the Season 9 trailer that we haven't seen. And it's in the trailer where it says blink. After it says don't blink, where the words blink show up, there's a cloaked figure. I'm assuming in CC Media. And at the Citizen, where they all work, where Iris works, there's a cloaked figure there, and I'm 99% sure it's Oliver. We didn't see that. So I would assume that cloaked figure will appear at the end of 906. I'm 90% sure it's a cliffhanger. I can't imagine it's not. Now, unless it's not the Spectre, If it's Cobalt Blue, which I think if it is, that wouldn't happen until like 909 or probably 908. But the fact is, it was in that trailer, and all these other scenes were shown through 901 through 905. And we didn't see that one scene. And I don't think it was deleted. I think it was pushed back to 906 or 907. I think that's what we're going to be dealing with. And we're going to find out who the hell it is. Because, I mean, they had these episodes done for a while when that trailer released. So, it wasn't just like, they filmed this after the trailer came out. They had it done. So, I think they knew what they were doing with that scene, and they put that scene in for a reason. I think we're going to be seeing it in 906 and 907. Or, like I said already, you could see it at the end of 908. It would be setting up Oliver's return or Cobalt Blue's return at the end of 909. I don't know. But we're going to be getting this somewhere between 906 and I want to say 908, because I can't imagine they put in 909. But at 906, 907, and 908, we're going to be getting that scene. I think 906 is more likely considering there's that break. And they're going to put that in. And then during that break, they're going to release a new Season 9 trailer, because that trailer is just covering the Red Death. Right? That's what it was. I think they're going to do another trailer for 907 through 913, which is the last 6 episodes. I think they're going, or last 7, sorry. I can't count. They're gonna, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 7. I was right. Wasn't right the first time, but the second time I was right, and then I backtracked. The last 7 episodes, I'd be generally surprised if they don't release a trailer for them. So I think that's what's gonna happen there. But 906 seems like a fun episode. I think it's fair to say that it definitely won't be really light, because we're dealing with Mark, and not everyone loves Mark anymore. And, I didn't care for Mark in season 8 or 7 when he was first introduced. But what I can tell you is that I think his character development has been redeemed. I think his character was redeemed, and I really do like where they're taking Mark this season. I mean, yeah, he backtracked him. I know people judge Barry for bringing him back, but that's his thing. Like Barry brought up, look at Frost. Frost tried to kill him several times over, betrayed the team several times over. They brought him back. You can look at Team Arrow, what happened there. You can look at Team Supergirl, what happened there. I mean, this is a recurring thing in the Arrowverse where someone betrays them and they bring them back because they redeem themselves. That's what we're going to be dealing with Mark. But we are dealing with Mark already. So I'm all here for Mark being redeemed. I'm all here for Mark's stories with Khione. I really like Khione. I think she's an amazing character to the team. I do miss Caitlin, but I think at the end of the day, we're stuck with what we got. We got to live with it. And I think Mark and Khione it's gonna be a fun episode based off them two alone. That's the Seal stuff. It depends on what happens. If she's using her powers every 2 minutes in this episode, it's gonna be bad, just based off that. But I think it's gonna be good to see Becky Sharp again, because we haven't seen her since season 4 and she died. So it's gonna be very interesting to see where all that goes. And also, what we're going to be dealing with is, again, possibly the setup of Cobalt Blue and the setup of Oliver returning. Because, again, I think that will 100% happen at the end of 906 of that cloaked figure. But 906 is a filler. 907 is a filler. 908 is a filler. Technically, 909 is a filler. But what we're, again, dealing with is 909 is going to be a special episode because Oliver's coming back. And at that point in time, after 909, Cobalt Blue's coming back in not coming back, but appearing in 910, kickstarting that last story. and then it goes to 9/11, 12, and 13, which, you know, Matt's Thawne will be in one of those episodes, 9/10 through 9/13. Zoom, Tom, Thawne, Savitar, Godspeed, several of them will all be in this last ever novel. So, as I've been saying for a few weeks now, the back half of season 9 will be much better than the first half. We just gotta make it through 906 and possibly 907. I think 908, no matter what it is, will be good as long as Barry's in it. And then 909 obviously will be very good. And then 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, and that's it. So we're down to the last stretch after 906. We get past 906, I think they take that week off. We come back, we're going to be dealing with new stories that make it feel like a final season. I understand why people are saying it doesn't feel like one right now. I personally think the Red Death story arc, the way in 905 especially, made it feel like a final season. But I think they're just trying to get Red Death out of the way just to get this villain done. So we can jump into the other side plots, like getting Khione, right? Getting her powers introduced so she can help in 913. Setting up to seal whatever the hell they're going to do with her and Allegra. But 906, 907, 908, I think are going to be really focused on the side characters, just so we don't focus on them during the main plot with Cobalt Blue. Because the last ever novel will be Barry-centric. We already know that from set photos. I mean, Barry's going to be taking a major role in the Cobalt Blue story arc, which he should. But that's what we're going to be dealing with here. So, I'm very excited for it, and I hope you all are as well. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.